I have some exciting news. Today we are starting seeds for my garden. I have been writing down what kinds of seeds that I want to be starting this summer and spring, and I've kind of organized everything to my best ability. I've never done this before. I do watch a couple people on YouTube that do gardening, and I think I know what I'm doing. I think I think that a lot of it is like trial and error, or at least that's kind of what I've gathered after watching some videos. And I'll learn some lessons potentially, but this is the first year that we are living in this house, and I want a garden. I want to at least grow flowers, like something. I need something to look at back here, okay? So I started my journal and I wrote down all the seeds that I bought. I try to keep it in the same like planting zone or like planting area, but we're gonna focus right now on the seeds that I'm starting. I have everything organized in these little, I got these from Daiso. I love them. They are like thick folders. Anyways, I have everything separated. So I have a few, this is what I'm working on right now. So starting outdoors, starting indoors. The outdoors, we're gonna sow directly into the raised garden beds once they get built. And that will be sort of in the later spring, maybe not late spring, but those need to be planted a little bit later because it's probably going to get cold again here. But this is what I'm starting indoors today. I am expecting some seed starting trays in the mail, but I currently have some already. So I'm going to get these started today, or at least just try to tend to the raised garden bed that we already have. It's going around a tree, and I kind of want to keep it just flowers. So it needs to be kind of like tilled, but we'll get to that today. So nothing major today, but yeah, just starting some of these seeds, or maybe just prepping some of the seed trays, because I also got some grow lights. So we're making progress. I am going to take you guys and show the planter that we have outside. Why is this here? I don't know what this is, but I just found this in the in the bed, just like buried, kind of deep actually. That's kind of cool. Okay, you can kind of see I've like cleared it out here, but there's like branches, like some kind of shrub. So I'm gonna have to pull all these out. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could just leave them. I don't know. I have no idea how that works, but there's a bunch of them. There's so many. I mean, it probably would help if I took everything out. Okay, so after digging for like, I don't, maybe 10 minutes, I sort of found like branches in the planter, and it looks like there was some kind of maybe like shrub that's been planted there in the past, but it's all been trimmed down. I don't know if it would come back. I have no idea. I don't want a shrub there. I would much rather have flowers or some like really low like ground cover, like clover or something there. So I've kind of come to the realization that I probably should. There's been a bunch of leaves that have been sitting up there. I did clean it up a little bit, but I think that if I put some fresh fertilizer and dirt on top of what's already in there, it would kind of compost itself. I don't know if that's true, but in my head that makes the most sense. But I need to get some dirt before I do that. I have some dirt, but I don't have enough dirt for that. So that will have to be at a later date. But for now, I've kind of switched gears because I realized that that was not working. I'm gonna fill up some of these seed starters that I have so we can start planting some of the peppers and tomatoes that I have. I fully got an entire like handful of dirt in my shoe. You're probably wondering, why aren't you wearing socks? I don't want to, okay? I wasn't wearing socks when I decided to come out here, and that's just how it goes. I just filled up some dirt. Is this seed starting dirt? No, okay? It's a mix of anything and everything. But I do have some like fertilizer, so I'm gonna like kind of mix it with that and see if that works. Perfect. So I have the seed starting tray soaking in water. Like I watered it, letting it kind of soak through. And then I'm going to start planting. I have my little booklets. So the ones that I'm starting indoors. I don't have a ton of space at the moment. I will in, once I get my other trays, but for now we're just gonna start with probably these will need to be put into a biodegradable pot, which is what I bought, so we're gonna save that. These are blue bonnets. These I'll probably plant in the circular garden bed. They need to be started indoors, but I'll probably start them, oh, it says so outside. Okay, well, we will move this to the other pile. Anyways, I am going to be planting tomatoes today. One of these tomatoes will have matured. One of them is an heirloom, and the other one is just like a canning tomato, I guess. 4 to 6 weeks before transplanting. Air temperature is 45 degrees or warmer. I'll probably start these. And then peppers. I have a jalapeno pepper. I'm gonna start these in separate pots though, because they can be a little bit bigger. I have like some 4-inch pots. So we're gonna do these today. This will go in the tray. And then how many seeds is this? 20 plants when started indoors. So I guess there's 20 seeds. I don't know how that works. So yeah, this will be plenty for the trays, and then this is jalapenos for their own pots. We figured it out, guys. I'm also gonna start some spearmint in its own pot because I've heard that these bad boys are a nuisance. So I want some spearmint, but I don't want it to be in my garden bed. So there we go. I think that's a good start. this was in our garage. I was using this in the sewing room at some point to like hang clothes, but right now I think it would be a really good seed starting situation so that I can hang grow lights from this and easily move it outside when they need to be hardened. As you can see, I have my seed starters here, and I'm kind of just waiting on my grow lights and my little trays that I ordered. They'll probably be here either today or tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching my first gardening vlog. The seasons are starting to change, or at least I hope that they are soon. But I know that I needed to get this done, so I'm glad I was able to figure it out. If you have any tips or tricks, please feel free to comment below. But yeah, until next time.